When YouTube first began, no one had any idea what kind of potential it had, and that it could actually become a source of income for thousands of people. Initially, people were just happy to be able to post their videos online for free, just for fun. Favorite site online that lets you upload, tag, and share your video with the rest of the world, or just family and friends if you prefer. Yes, the site's called YouTube.com. But then YouTube started sharing ad revenue with creators, and different companies started approaching creators to promote their content by paying them, and all of a sudden, being a YouTuber was an actual job. In fact, it didn't just become an ordinary job. It became the job that could make you thousands of dollars. Numerous studies have revealed that becoming a YouTuber is the most desired job in the world. Not an astronaut, not a doctor, not a teacher, not an engineer, not a scientist. Nope. 75% of kids want to become YouTubers, and when the mainstream media highlights this fact, it's normally in a dismissive way. You can sense them thinking, these kids need to go get real jobs. And that's because influencer has become a bit of a joke, or you can say a dirty word. For many people, an influencer represents talentless narcissists who film themselves for social media, fake their lives to look way better than reality, and get paid ridiculously well to advertise products for companies. And in some cases, there is some truth in that. But an influencer is not bound to be just that. It can mean many things. Loads of influencers on social media are incredibly talented and creative people, because the simplest definition of an influencer is just a person with the ability to influence potential buyers of a product or service. Well, it's not really a new concept. We've always had celebrities who do that. The only difference now is that anyone with a smartphone and a social media account has the potential to build an audience and influence people. It's open to everyone, which means more people than ever are making money from their passions and interests, whether it's gaming, music, art, cooking, sewing, anything. But here's where it gets really interesting. The old way of monetizing a social media audience was you make money advertising other businesses. If you're a creator, then Company X comes along and pays you to advertise their product in your content. Cool. But now, content creators have begun to realize the potential of YouTube. Now they have come up with the idea that what if I create my own business and advertise that instead? One of the most famous examples is Mr. Beast, launching a burger chain that currently has over 1,000 kitchens across multiple different countries. Mr. Beast could have just collaborated with McDonald's or Burger King and got paid a one-time sponsorship fee for promoting someone else's brand. But instead, he was wise enough to now keep 100% of all future profits for himself for life. And simultaneously, he's growing a company he's got equity in that he could potentially sell later if he wanted. Another example is that Emma Chamberlain and Graham Stephan both launched their own coffee brands. Now at first glance, this may just seem like next-level merchandise, but it's not. These are separate standalone businesses that are simply being kickstarted by leveraging their attention on social media. Now think about it. One of the biggest problems of a normal new business is that they just don't have the recognition or brand power to compete. If you started your own coffee brand right now, but you didn't have an audience to promote it to, you'd have to spend ridiculous amounts of money on marketing just to get anybody to even hear about it in the first place. And why would they care about this random new brand anyway? But if a YouTuber starts a business, they already have an established brand people love, and they already have a loyal audience to promote their products and services to, so they can get an influx of customers right from day one. Of course, this spans so much further than food and drink. We're gonna see gaming YouTubers building their own games companies. We're gonna see tech YouTubers building their own tech companies. And for business channels in the business niche, with a lot of entrepreneurs watching, a business-to-business software company would be an excellent idea. The possibilities are genuinely endless. Now, many of you must be thinking that YouTubers might be good at making videos, but that doesn't mean they can just build a business. And you're right, but they don't need to. All they need is strategic partnerships with someone who can. Do you think Mr. Beast knew how to set up a burger chain all by himself? No, he hired a business manager to make these kind of deals, and they partnered with a company who helped set up and run Mr. Beast Burger. So, YouTubers can partner with someone or some company to create a product or service together. Someone else can handle a lot of the logistics side, and the YouTuber can focus on the branding and marketing. For example, the YouTuber could show behind the scenes of running this new business and incorporate the products into their content to get their audience even more connected to this new brand. And because YouTubers know their audience so well and have a relationship with them, they can think about what products and services will be best for their fans. Like with MrBeast Burger, the products are named after the people on the channel. That is some clever strategy to promote the bond and connection between people and products. So it's much more fun for fans and actually makes you even more attached to the MrBeast brand in general. And you don't just buy from there once, you probably keep coming back more and more as a repeat customer, which means you're regularly interacting with the brand in the physical world, not just the digital world. So here's the simple truth here. If you're making content yourself or you ever plan to, don't just think of yourself as an influencer or video maker. Start thinking of yourself as an entrepreneur, and a whole new world of possibilities will open. The crucial difference is that instead of doing a one-off sponsorship to promote someone else's brand, you can be building your own business that you have equity in. Thus, it can be way more profitable for you and way better for your fans as well. So let's do some calculations to prove this. Let's say you create a product that costs $5 each when you produce them in bulk. You sell it for $20 each, so $15 profit per item sold. If you had 1 million subscribers and just 2% of your audience buy it, that's 20,000 people, which equals $300,000 profit. Now let's say that the product is a recurring subscription people pay for once every month. Congratulations! You've now got a multi-million-dollar business on your hands. Of course, this can work with much smaller channels too, because the crazy part is, it's not just the YouTuber's audience who can buy the product or service. Profits can be reinvested into other marketing platforms to reach a whole new audience. And if it's a good product or service, people will tell their friends about it too. And word of mouth is always a free promotion. So this new business can eventually be its own thing, totally separate from the creator. For example, you don't essentially ever have to watch a MrBeast video to buy a MrBeast burger. If your friend was ordering one, you probably would too. It's a standalone business in its own right. Now, even if you do partner with a company to help you launch your own products and services, yes, it's easier said than done, but there will definitely be a lot more private label companies looking to do joint ventures with creators. Because attention is the currency that matters most. If you have people watching you and your content, you can make a lot of money. It's that simple. Earlier, attention had led to brand deals and sponsorships for other companies. Now that attention is leading to new companies owned by the creators. For example, people love to hate on the Kardashian, the Paul brothers, but like it or not, they're very rich because they're masters of attention. And then directing that attention elsewhere, whether it's selling expensive beauty products or pay-per-view boxing, if you have the attention on you, it's then just a case of where you direct it. And if you can match the right product or service to the right audience, that is where the big money is. Can you imagine that we're not even at beginning stages of creators building businesses, but there's one final piece to this puzzle? You must have noticed that YouTubers have been specifically mentioned in this video again and again. So what about TikTokers or Instagram stars? And yeah, it's true that these concepts apply to anyone with an audience and attention, but YouTube has a lot of advantages. Firstly, videos can be evergreen on YouTube. Once you build your library of content, the algorithm can continue promoting them indefinitely. So if you promote your own product or service within a video, you can be getting new sales from videos you made months or even years ago. Seriously, you can have your product advertised years ago, and without any new promotion, the YouTube algorithm keeps doing its thing. That just doesn't happen with TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. Posts are normally pretty much dead within 48 hours on these platforms. And that's why evergreen content on YouTube is so crucial, because it means you don't get stuck in the social media pressure of constantly having to pump out new content. Secondly, with YouTube, you can build a much deeper connection with your audience since the videos are longer. And if people know, like, and trust you more, they're more likely to buy from you and your business. And finally, with YouTube, it's so much easier to promote things, as you can direct people to the description below the video where you can have as many links as you want. So, if you do have an audience on another platform, that's great, but consider bringing some of them over to YouTube, because trust me, the creator economy is going to be a fascinating place over the next few years. People are finally starting to realize the potential of it. But this is really just the beginning. It's definitely not too late to start. And then once you have built audience, create your own products and services. That way, you don't just build a YouTube channel, you start building your empire. Now I know what you might be thinking. Before you focus on making money, how do you actually make great videos and build an audience? I hope this video was useful for you, and if you do become a YouTube billionaire, just don't forget who told you all of this. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!